What's up? How you doing? How's everyone going? How you doing? How's everybody going, dude? What am I, fucking Australian, dude? Starting this podcast in a different goddamn part of the world? How's it going? How you going? How you going, mate? Yeah. Oh, I hope all right. Yeah. What is that, dude? Why am I speaking in a different accent, dude? Maybe it's because I've been watching so much fucking White Lotus, dude. They should go there next. They should go to Australia next. This kangaroo killed me father. This kangaroo killed me father. And a little didgeridoo ate my baby. I need to get revenge over in Sydney. I know we're in a different part of Australia in the White Lotus, but I gotta fly to Sydney. My name's Australian Walton Goggins. All right, I'll stop doing that. That's pretty unbearable. Crazy way to start the podcast in a accent that's not that good, dude. How you doing? How's it going? That's what I meant to say. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. It's been a minute, dude. It's been a minute since I've done this podcast. A lot has happened. Like I said, I watched all of White Lotus Season 3. You might be wondering, have I seen all of the show? No, I've seen one singular season. I've seen the most current season in Thailand, and that's it. And will I watch the first two seasons? I liked season 3 a lot. It wasn't like nothing happened. Nothing happened really at all. But it was fun to watch. White Lotus has been a show that's like continuously been hyped up to me, and every time it's being hyped up to me, I'm like, no one's giving me that good of a reason to watch it, but they swear by it. You know what I'm saying? You know these TV shows where like everyone's watching it, but every time someone talks to you, they literally say nothing specific. They're like, bro, it's so good, you gotta watch it, dude. White Lotus, bro, it's so good. I'm like, what's it about? They're like, dude, it's about a hotel. And it's like, dude, the second season's in Italy, bro. You gotta watch it. I'm like, yeah, I know, but what's the show? Like, why is it so good? They're like, bro, Michael, you remember Christopher from Sopranos? Yeah, I remember Christopher. Dude, he's in season 2. Bro, it's in Italy, dude. It's you would wanna, it's in Ity. Go watch it. It's your dad. Your dad's Italian. Go watch it. You want to watch it. I know, but why do you like the show? Oh my god, it's the best. Okay, but why? Do people like die? Well, it's like I don't want to spoil it. No, you can spoil a little bit. I mean, I don't even know what to say, bro. Just go, dude. It's in Italy, dude, and your dad is from. So go and watch it. It's good. Is the first season good? Oh yeah, the first season's much better than the second season. So should I just watch it from the beginning? I mean, you can, but like the second one is in Italy, so you go, you're Italian. So I said fuck it, and I watched only the third one. I watched the third season, as many men have started watching shows, and that I started watching it because my girlfriend said, I want to watch this. Can you watch it? And I went, okay. Very easy. If it's an anthology, dude, keep making anthologies, okay? Keep making seasons. I mean, I know that the season 3 was kind of connected to the other seasons, but I figured it out. It's like I wasn't watching season 3 confused at all. The moment a character from a different season showed up, my girlfriend made a sound, and so that was my first clue that she was from a different season. And then also just watching it, they tell you everything you need to know. But it's good because instead of, I once had a girlfriend say, Lost is my favorite show. Can you watch all of that? And I tried my best, dude. I got 3 seasons deep. I predicted the end of every season. She got viscerally angry. And was like, what did you look it up? Did you fucking look it up? I'm like, I don't even care enough to watch this show. You think I'm going to look everything up first, dude? I'm watching this only out of love for you, dude. Don't get mad at me because I don't think the writing is that crazy, dude. Also, I think a lot of TV writing is meant to be predictable. It's trying to be almost not predictable, but predictable enough so that the viewer who likes to call shit gets to call shit. Anyway, White Lotus feels like that to me. White Lotus, I started watching because my girlfriend wanted to watch it. I was like, cool, I'd love to be able to watch a new show with you. Because we usually binge the fuck out of shit, but it's nice to have like a show week to week that you look forward to. It's good. It's good for your relationship. It's good for having something to do. It's good for not overwhelming your brain in a 1 day period, dude. Me and her will watch an entire TV show in 2 sittings, and it's like, why don't you be a healthier human being, dude? Why don't you be a healthy adult with a job and watch 1 episode every Sunday, dude, and then go to sleep? Do that. Okay? Stop binging things like a psychopath, dude. Sometimes it's good to go back. Dude, people talk about tradition and like going back to a traditional way of life, and it's always too extreme. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can go back to a more traditional way of life that is like 2 seconds from where we are right now. Like, people are like trad wife and that whole culture online, and like going back to, you know, when the pilgrims were, I'm going to live like a pilgrim. Fuck that. I'm going to live like it's 2006, okay? Why don't we try to live it like it's traditionally 2006 before we go back to churning butter, dude? You know what I'm saying? When I think about becoming more traditional, I think like, let me not stream 8 episodes in a row of TV. Let me just watch 1 a week as it comes out. Like I'm in 6th grade again. When was The Office on, dude? I go, why don't we live more traditional like it's 2007 again, dude? Where every week I would wait for 30 Rock and The Office to blow my mind, and then I would be like, holy shit, I can't wait for next week. Why don't we live a more traditional life? And by that I mean, let's look forward to the following week instead of consuming everything immediately and then feeling empty and not knowing what to do with your life. Let's have something to look forward. Dude, that's really important. I've lost that as I've gotten older. Looking forward to shit. Dude, I used to look so forward to every video game that came out. I used to like... Often a thought in my mind as a child when a new game was going to come out was, I just got to make sure I don't die before that comes out. I all the time would think that. Gears of War 1 was coming out, and I was like, I just need to be alive so I can play that game. And there was a period in my life where I got a little bit older and like old enough to like look at that thought from a distance. And I really was like disgusted by it and was like, isn't that sad? Like a video game is keeping me alive. But now as I get even further removed from the disgust of it, I'm coming back to reappreciating it and being like, well, at least I'm looking forward to something. You know what I'm saying? At least there's something to live for, you know? Because sometimes you lose your reason for living, dude. And if something is simple and constant as a really cool video game coming out keeps you on the planet, if really wanting to play the next Call of Duty makes sure that breath comes out of your mouth, fucking look forward to that game. I can't wait for the new Doom to come out. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, that feeling that I was once disgusted by, I've re-realized that, like, no, that's actually that's one of the best feelings of all time, dude. A great video game coming out, knowing something's coming out that will be fun for you for like 25 to 30 hours at least. What better feeling is that, dude? Especially as you get older and you get jaded and most things are a chore to do. You're like, oh, I'm going to go to another party with people I don't fucking like want to talk to. Oh, I'm going to go to another packed bar where the beer is $48 for 3 of them. The older you get, the more it's like, oh, I'm going to do this same thing again that never was that good the first time I did it. But at least back when it was the first time, it was new, and now everything is old and boring. A new video game in that part of your life where nothing is new anymore is the best feeling ever, dude. It's the most excited. It's the most fun. I'm going to have more fun playing the new Doom than I've had being around people I love for the last 6 months. I could love you deeply and spend a really great month with you. Doom will be better than it. That's just true, dude. And people out there might think it's sad to think that way or feel that way, but if you think that's sad, it just shows me that you don't know how good it is. Because it's not sad, it's joyous. It's great, dude. Throwing a shield with razor blades at all ends of it through a bunch of demons is much better than talking to my friend about how he kind of doesn't feel that good mentally. I care about my friend and I'll have that conversation, but you know? I don't know. Anyway, White Lotus. Sorry, I haven't done this podcast in a minute, so I'm not as focused as I've never been focused. This podcast has always been a meandery, fucking psychotic ramble. But you know what? That's why I like doing it. It's fun to just say a bunch of shit sometimes, dude. Sometimes it's good for your brain to just say a bunch of things for a while, you know? I miss doing this. But anyway, what I was saying is White Lotus, dude. It's pretty good, dude. The thing about White Lotus is it's the master of nothing happening. Like, so it took me watching it to finally like key into like what people love about it, and it's that the show is nothing. Like, the show is a bunch of really good actors in 8 episodes, which is not that long. An 8 episodes, signing up for 8 episodes is fucking nothing, dude. It's easy peasy. Someone tells me a season of TV is 8 episodes, I go, yeah, I'll fucking watch that even if I'm not interested at all, because it's not that much compared to like there's 7 seasons of this show, and they're all either an hour or 2 hour long episodes. It's like fuck off with that. I'm not doing it. But hey, you want to watch one season, 8 episodes, each are about an hour. One's an hour and a half, but it's the finale. Okay, I don't like that. That's a little too long, but whatever, I'll fucking do it. I'm on board. Easy sell. Great cast, not that long of a season. I'm in, dude. And then so I learned that like the reason why people like the show is because it's not a lot of commitment to just watch a season of it. It's a bunch of interesting characters, and they're jumping between all of them so often that like none of it gets that stale or boring. All the characters feel grounded in reality enough for you to care about them or be interested in them. They're all rich as fuck in a way that most of us will never be. And so you get to vicariously watch them have a vacation. And then the writing is predictably unpredictable. Where it does stuff that makes it seem like, whoa, is that going to happen? And then you know exactly what's going to happen. Like, everything in the show is, there's no twists that are actual twists. There are twists that are written in there, and you go, oh, either the person you're watching it with doesn't pay attention enough to see it coming and goes, oh, wow, that happened. Or you're a person paying attention and you're like, oh, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So for the casual viewer, it's a satisfying show of like either you're calling it or you're kind of surprised, and the acting's really good, and you're in a foreign country you'll never go to, and you get to be on vacation. Who doesn't want to watch that show? And they got a ton of different characters. They got a lot of women in it, a lot of men in it. There's interests for all genders in it. It's an easy show to fucking digest. And then also the show keeps acting like it's edgy and acting like it will go somewhere, and then it'll not go there at all. Master of none. I was about to say White Lotus. White Lotus is the master of. Is that? Are they really gonna do that? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I get. Yeah, nah, they're not gonna do that at all. But this is still pretty cool. It's the master of. We're gonna go there. Just kidding. We're not. We're not gonna go there at all. Yeah, it's barely anything's gonna happen. But like, I don't know. This is Walton Goggins is interesting. I don't know. This girl's got cool teeth, and I like how her face is always like this. I don't know. This cast is really good. I know the name. I know Parker Posey and Walton Goggins' real names, but the rest of them are just like that. I like that one. Draco's father, Draco Malfoy's father, is really compelling. Is he gonna kill himself? I know he's not going to, but like, I don't know, maybe he will. Oh, is he gonna kill his whole family? That'd be amazing. That'd be really cool. Oh, and he's not going. I mean, I guess I knew that wasn't gonna happen. It would have been really cool, but also, I don't know. I guess I kind of like, Parker Posey. I guess I kind of like these characters a little bit. I don't know. Oh, are the brothers gonna fuck? No. He just jerked off next to him while he was having sex. No, wait, they jerked each other off. Did they have sex? No, they didn't have. I mean, it would have been crazier but would I believed it if they had sex? I don't know. Sam Rockwell tells this whole crazy story about wanting to be an Asian woman, getting fucked by himself. Then he gets fucked up and drunk, and a lot of Asian women come around. And are we gonna see him get fucked in the ass? No, maybe. No. Well, he's just back at the monastery and he's sober again. Well, I guess it was still fun to see him be silly. It's a lot of like, wow, I wonder how crazy this will get, and then you being fine that it wasn't that crazy and still continuing to watch, which is a cool balance. It's a delicate balance, but it's a good balance where like they're always gonna pull in the same viewers. Like the next season of that show, I will watch with my girlfriend. It's one of those shows. It's like if you're in a relationship, you're like, I'm gonna watch every season of that with my partner, and it's good, and we're gonna be happy with it. We're gonna be satisfied for a couple weeks every year. That's what that show is for, and that's good. I was explaining this to my girlfriend, and she was getting mad and being like, "What are you above the show? What are you acting like you're above the show?" I'm like, "No, I'm not above it. I'm watching it. I enjoy the show, but the way people talk to you about TV shows nowadays is they're just like, they act like it's the second coming of Christ, like it's the best thing they've ever seen in their fucking life, and it's gonna blow your mind. And I would say 99% of TV shows that people pitch that way are not that way. There's maybe like 2 shows I've seen. No, more than there's probably like 4 or 5 TV shows that I genuinely am like, those shows are incredible, and people who watch them will think they're incredible, and that's it. But most TV shows are like, okay. You don't really have a phenomenon TV shows anymore. I mean, you definitely don't have them phenomenon as in like everyone's got to watch it, but I'm talking about like phenomenal TV. I don't know. I gotta watch Andor. Andor's maybe the only like show right now that's coming out right now that genuinely seems like I might watch it and be like, this is actually as good as everyone says. But a lot of other shows, it's like, I don't know. I mean, The Last of Us, I was real hype on it when it first started, but by the end of season 1, I was like, this is just kind of like, they're just kind of like shifting things in a way that's not more interesting than the video game. It's just different and maybe a little less interesting. I don't know. By the time I finished The Last of Us season 1, I was like, they're just trying to make Joel seem kind of old and senile. And that's less interesting than a guy who legitimately does things that you might not morally agree with because he has a strong point of view about the world and about survival. Someone having an active choice, doing something, is much more interesting to me than somebody getting old and kind of not with it anymore. I mean, that's what it's... I don't know. I'll see how season 2 goes. The reviews are good for it so far. They're very good. But the reviews were very good for the game, and people did not like that game, dude. I had my issues with the game's story. It was very different from a lot of other people's issues with it. Damn, what a wild game, Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 was like such a bummer to talk about because it was either you loved the game and you thought everyone who disliked it was like a piece of shit, or you hated the game because you were kind of weird and had a piece of shit. Maybe not a piece of shit, but there were a lot of people who didn't like The Last of Us for really fucking stupid reasons, for like this game's woke reasons. And then there was a third demographic of people who just didn't like the game's story for a lot of legitimate reasons. Not to say, I mean, if you don't like something because it's woke, I mean, I guess that's legitimate to you as a person. I think a lot of reasons people find to hate things because of quote unquote wokeness is silly and dumb. But I don't know. I guess if you want to live that life, that's, you don't have to play The Last of Us 2. I think it's stupid, but people who, dude, oh my God, people are wacko, dude. It's so funny because people like, I don't know, I've talked about this on the pod already, or the podcast already about whatever. I guess I haven't, I guess I played all of Kingdom Come since I did this podcast last, and people were calling Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 woke. And bro, you don't have to fuck a guy, dude. You don't have to fuck the guy. I was watching certain YouTube channels and they're like, this is the wokest shit ever. You're telling me this shit isn't woke? And it's him playing the part in the game where you choose whether or not to fuck a man. And I just didn't do that. I think we're going beyond I think we're transcending into another reason for you not liking a game when you're actively choosing to do the woke thing. If a game gives you an option to fuck a woman and see her breasts, and you like in real life want to fuck a woman and see their breasts, but in the game you fuck a guy and then get really angry about the fact that you chose to fuck a guy, I think there's something going on with you, dude. I think you need to examine. I think you might just be a gay man, dude. I think you might be gay, dude. If you're very upset that Kingdom Come Deliverance lets you be gay, so much so that you're playing the game and being gay, that's not the game's problem. You got to figure some shit out, dude. You got to talk to your mom or dad, dude. You got to talk to a therapist. You got to like hit up your ex-girlfriend and be like, do you think I want to fuck men? And then maybe you got to fuck a man, dude. Maybe you got to fully put your penis inside of a man's asshole. Figure out how you feel about that. And then once you're done with that, come back to the game and re-examine why you hate it so much. We're just getting to a crazy point, dude. Like, oh my God. Here's how you could tell that a lot of the woke shit is woke just means now progressive thing. That's what it means now. Because, and the way you can see it is in the way people attack video games especially, but also sometimes the way people attack movies. I already talked about this. Well, listen to the other podcast. I talked about this whole thing. Where people used to call modern things woke, but defend like they would defend like Alien having a female protagonist and be like, this is the way you're supposed to do it. But now it feels like if Alien came out today, people would just be like, that's woke because it's a lady, dude. And at that point, I'm not on board, dude. At that point, I go, this is very juvenile, dude. There's certain progress that has been made that is good. There's a lot of progressive shit that, like, we can all agree is good, dude. Even if you're not progressive, there's a lot of progressive shit that is good, dude. Right? I'm not a person out here who's like, I fucking hate every person who thinks differently from me. And I think a lot of people who think differently who are less progressive than me, they will agree with me on certain things. I don't know. But also, like, I don't know. This is also me in a bubble. This is me in a bubble watching people specifically who are saying crazy shit, and then I get annoyed about it. But it's like most people played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and just went, this is a great game. And that's what you got to focus on. If you're getting annoyed by certain people or annoyed by what you perceive people as being ridiculous, just look at what most people think, and usually most people are being normal. Most people played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and they were, if they don't want to be gay, they just were straight, and they enjoyed the game. Or if they wanted to be gay, they were gay, and they enjoyed the game, dude. No one's forcing you to do the quote-unquote woke thing. You're choosing it on your own. If it's your choice to do it, then the criticism should be levied at yourself. Anyway, White Lotus is pretty good. The timer's about to go off. The camera's about to turn off. I'm gonna turn it back on and do 30 more minutes probably. All right, see you in a sec. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, dude. You know what it is though? So people like get mad about stuff. I think some of the, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we're like. Sometimes I feel like the country has jumped the shark. Like America's jumped the shark. Like it feels like we're in. I don't like when people are like, the next season of America, I can't wait to see what it's like in this next season of America. I don't like that because it makes you like a willing participant of the fucking stupid state in which the current like environment is, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to watch the next season of. I don't want the country to feel like a TV show, dude. I'm nostalgic for old problems. I was listening to old episodes of like Opie and Anthony and shit. And on those episodes, they were talking about politics in a way where they were acting like it's the craziest thing ever. And I'm listening to it just being like, you guys had no idea how fucking stupid shit will get. How fucking just boring shit will get. That's how it really feels. It feels like you're watching season 8 of The Office. That's what the news feels like all the time. A lot of political shit I see, like so much shit I see feels like the end of a TV show that should have ended a while ago. Like in season 8 of The Office, all of the characters are caricatures of themselves. No one feels real anymore. Everyone who knew the show should have ended has left already. The best guy, the only guy you want to be participating in the show has fully left. Everyone who you really like on the show, you're like, you guys should move on from this. You're just watching the most ridiculous version of a thing you used to love. And that's what America feels like. It feels like we're all witnessing and a part of the most ridiculous version of a thing that once felt pretty good, dude. That once felt pretty sick. And I'm not that old, so maybe this is just the ignorance of a young old man. But like, even look at McCain and Obama debating, dude. They were chill, dude. I don't know. I just miss normal people, dude. I miss normal people all like being a part of the greater public view. You know what I'm saying? We don't see any normal people on TV anymore. We don't see any normal fucking people anywhere in the public eye. We just see the most ridiculous and aggressive guy saying the craziest shit, and it's boring, dude. When I see Kanye West wearing a leather KKK Klans outfit, I'm bored. It's boring because it's so crazy and ridiculous that you're like, I can't even take this fucking seriously. He's wearing a diamond encrusted swastika chain. What are you supposed to do to that if not shrug and go, whatever, dude, fuck that? Who, like, you know what it is? It's that so much of modern politics is driven by getting the public angry and making people mad and making people froth at the mouth, that the moment that you are actually angered by someone being purposefully enraging, like the moment you are provoked by the provocateur, you're an asshole. But now it's like the provocateurs used to have some artistry or used to have some deception in the fact that they were trying to provoke you. But now people are provoking you in such an overt way that it doesn't work. It's just like, who gives a fuck, dude? This isn't interesting. This is boring, dude. I watched the entire video of Kanye in that Klansman outfit, and I was bored to tears, dude. I was playing First Berserker Kazan, and I cared more about how to beat a boss than I did about the insane shit coming out of this man who is openly in the interview kind of admitting to the fact that he's just trying to make people mad. We're in a weird, I don't know. We're in a weird, the state of the world is very strange, dude. There's like I don't know. People have talked about for a while like a breaking point, like a point of like people being over it, or like things getting so ridiculous that like people like there needs to be a swing in the other direction. But I finally, for the first time in my life, am really feeling a moment of like, most people I know are just like looking at everything being like, what? I feel like it's the return of normal people right now. I feel like people have gotten so insane and weird that more and more people are grounding themselves into the floor they're standing on and being like, let me care about my girlfriend. Do you know what I'm saying? I miss normal people, dude. I miss somebody who was like, bro, the Xbox is coming out. What do you think about that? I miss that, dude. I miss meeting somebody and they're like, yeah, I work at this company where I take photos, and I like it and it's pretty good. Dude, you want me to buy you a beer? I miss that. But now it's like, it's just everyone I meet or everyone I see is just constant. It's just like, hey, did you know that you're fucked up? Did you know that the world is fucked and it's either your fault or somebody else that I need you to hate with me? Everything is fucking terrible. It's either your fault or somebody else's, and if you don't hate them with me, it's actually your fault too. It's like I don't need that shit, dude. I don't need that. Who wants that? I miss normal people, dude. I miss normal people in power. I mean, we've had 8 years of just weird people, dude. I mean, Biden was a weird guy, dude. Listen, I voted for Biden, but he was weird, dude. He was fucking, no one was stoked. I miss being, I don't know. But then what do I know? I'm only 31. So like, who'd I ever vote for stoked about? Nobody really. So like with the, maybe that's what it is. My entire life has been a movement upwards of insanity, right? Like these old episodes I'm talking about of Opie and Anthony, like that was when I was in middle school and high school, right? And they were thinking shit was crazy then. And so I was born into the crazy, and now the craziness has just gone up and up and up. And I'm nostalgic for a time that I never lived. But maybe that's it in general. Maybe everything's always crazy, and there's no real normal. Normal is in the eye of the beholder, Shit being calm is always perceived by, or is he always perceived as the time before you? I don't fucking know. All I know is the first Berserker Kazan is a sick game, dude, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a sick game, dude. And yeah, dude, all I know is the gaming is good right now, dude. Video games are pretty good. Don't let people tell you otherwise. People out there trying to tell you that video games aren't good right now, that's not true, dude. GTA 6 is about to come out. Dude, this year already has been fucking awesome. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The first Berserker Kazan was fucking dope and a complete surprise. I didn't even know that game was coming out. We're going to get Lies of P DLC. We're going to get GTA 6. We're going to get fucking Doom. We're definitely getting Doom and Lies of P DLC. I think we're going to get GTA 6. I don't think GTA is going to be $80. I don't. I know that's a thing going around. I know a lot of people are like, I know the Switch 2 is coming out, and they kind of set the bar for what the next gen of consoles are going to cost. Weirdly, because they kind of never do that. I'm not scared for the current moment. I'm scared for the future, because every time new consoles come out, they skyrocket prices, or they move the price up of games, right? Well, maybe not every time. Actually, I don't remember Xbox 360 games. How much did they cost? I feel like they cost $60, and then I feel like PS4 games cost and Xbox One games cost $60. Anyway, then PlayStation 5 comes out. It's $70. Okay? So games right now, $70. A lot of times you end up buying a game for $100 because every fucking game has 3-day early access now. And I'm a psycho and I'm going to get 3-day early access. You better believe I'm going to get Doom early access. You better believe I got Indiana Jones early access, dude. You better believe first Berserker Kazan was $60 or $70 and you get early access. I got fucking $70. I'm going to play it early, dude. If I can play it early, I'm crazy, dude. I want the game now. And maybe I'm part of a lot of people would say I'm part of the problem. But what are you going to do, dude? My two vices as a gamer, dude, where other gamers would be fucking pissed, is I love remakes and I love early access, dude. I like it. I like early access. I'm happy that they do it. It is stupid. But also I don't know. I like, I'm stupid, dude. I'm sure there's an amount of money that would just be too much, that would be beyond the pale, you know? But right now they've hit the sweet spot of like 10, 20 extra bucks. 20 extra bucks where you get the DLC and early access, I'm going to do it. Really, the sweet spot is 10 bucks. Because first Berserker Kazan, I mean, it had other shit, but if there's a game that's 60 bucks and they go, it's 70, but you get to play it 3 days earlier, if I have the money, I'm gonna do it, unfortunately. But what I'm saying is, Switch 2, they came out, or they're coming out, and it's interesting because I think when the Wii U to the Switch, that was a long time ago though, right? When did the fucking Switch come out? Was that before PS4 or was that after? I think it was after PS4 and Xbox One. They're on their own weird cycle. But the Switch has been selling $60 games for a long time. So now is their time to go up to 70, but they're coming out in a very congested, fucked up time. A very what the fuck is it called? I can't even think of the word for money increasing. I'm dumb as hell, dude. Inflation. They're coming out at a very inflationary time. Giant tariffs all around, which just got changed today. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what the tariffs are, but I do know that the Switch 2 is coming out in a weird, chaotic financial time. And so they're thinking, shit's rough out there. The games are $80 or $90. But I think that they're both like making me worry for the future, but they're also making me optimistic of the future because, the consumer does have power and the consumer does dictate things, does dictate the market. If enough consumers get on the same page, things change. And if enough consumers go, fuck that shit, I'm not getting a Switch 2, I think that they will keep the prices at 70. If enough people are like, no, I won't pay that much for games will cost less. I mean, you look at right now, like AAA games are all $70, right? But then there's other companies that are making games like Wukong. I think Wukong came out at $60, and that game was almost game of the year. It's like first Berserker Kazan, $60, $70 with early access. These other game companies are coming out and trying to feed a demographic that is hungry for games that cost less, dude. No, Helldivers 2 was $40, dude. There are a lot of games being released for $40, $40, $60. People are buying them. I spend $70 on games. I do not want to. The moment games are $80, which means really they're $90, I don't know what the fuck. I might just wait for discounts every fucking time. Well, that's probably not true. If I have money, I'm going to buy it. But that's the thing, is that video games are getting to a point where you're kind of boxing out people who don't have money. Like I up until literally a month ago had almost no money at all. Thank God some things changed and I'm going to be working at a place and I'm going to have money, dude. That's fucking thank God, dude. But up until recently, like a month ago, without this new thing happening, me seeing the Switch 2, well, it still wouldn't have affected me because I don't fucking give a shit about the Switch. That's the thing. The only reason I'm even thinking about the Switch 2 is because of Duskblood, dude. And they know that. Nintendo is like, how do we get people who have no interest at all in playing any of our shit? How do we get the people who understand they're too old for Mario? How do we get those people? I understand that we have a lot of 40 and 50-year-olds who are going to play those kids' games no matter what because it's the only solace they have in their life. And I'm not shitting on that, dude. If you like Mario games, that's cool, dude. But I'm an adult. I'm not interested. But I'm not shitting on people who can get themselves in a childlike mind space enough to to jump on little mushrooms and go, oh, here we go. Like, if you can get yourself to mentally become 10 again, that's cool, man. Do it, bro. There's a lot of people who think it's juvenile in general to play video games. That's fine, bro. I'm going to be that level of juvenile, but I cannot go the level lower where I'm playing, you know, the equivalent of Dora the video game. I can't. That'd get people so mad. Calling Mario the Dora of video games. I don't know, dude. It's like, I don't watch Adventure Time, dude. I understand that Adventure Time is well written. I understand that adults watch Adventure Time, okay? But I'm not going to watch it because I don't sit in my boxers in my parents' playroom anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep on the couch in the entertainment room of my home and have no financial responsibility. So I can't jump into a pipe. I just can't. Okay? I pay my own rent, and so I'm going to shoot demons in the face with a sawed-off shotgun. And some person in their 50s who doesn't game is going to be like, that's still childish. And I'm going to go, whatever, man, dude. And that's what people should do to me. If people love Mario, you should hear me saying this and just go, whatever, dude, I like it. More people need to do that. Go, whatever, man, I like it. People get upset, dude. People get upset when people don't like the things they like. Who gives a fuck, dude? I like it. Dude, Assassin's Creed Shadows came out. So many people trying to rag on it. If you like Assassin's Creed Shadows, who gives a fuck if people are fuck that. I feel like everyone was hating on that fucking game. And then it came out and people learned something. And this is all going to tie together, dude. There are still normal people in the world. People buying Assassin's Creed Shadows shows me that there are still a shit ton of normal fucking people in the world. Because normal people do not know that Sasuke isn't a real guy. Normal people do not know that Ubisoft is in the red. Normal people do not know that Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creeds are actually garbage and the old ones are better. Okay? Which I agree with. Normal people don't know that. Normal people play 2K and they have a fantasy team in their 2K basketball game that they play every year. And then maybe they play Madden and then the one game that they play where you're actually killing people is Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, dude. There are a lot of people who the only other game they play besides Call of Duty is Assassin's Creed every couple of years. And I think we've learned that those people still exist. They just don't go on the internet and shout like everybody else. Anyway, what I'm saying about GTA, really going on huge tangents. GTA, a lot of people are talking about how that's gonna. I think the Switch 2 raising their prices is making it seem like the rumor or theory or guess that people have come to about GTA is actually going to come true, that GTA is going to be $80. I don't think that's true. I think GTA is already going to get a bunch of hate no matter what for very stupid reasons. I mean, it's already getting hate because there's a female in it. It's already being called woke because one of the playable characters is a woman. Which is beyond stupid, dude. It's beyond fucking stupid, dude. And this isn't coming from a guy... This is coming from a guy who... If you didn't like Rey in Star Wars, I kind of get it. You know? This is a guy who knew that Star Wars show that everyone shit on for being too woke. That, I agree, that looked like garbage. Okay? If I am like... You're an idiot for hating GTA just because there's a female playable character. If that's happening, if I feel that way, most normal people are like, yeah, dude, what are we talking about? So GTA already is going to have a bunch of annoying negative shit about it for no reason. I mean, they already have the like weird speculative articles about it. That I don't think they're going to try and like shake shit up or rock the boat by having it be $80. And it's also like they don't need to. It's going to sell an amount of copies that is insane. Like they're going to do what everyone does. It's going to be $70 or $69.99 or whatever for just the normal version that comes out the day it comes out, and then they're gonna have a bundle that's like $100 to $150 for early access, and the majority of people are gonna buy it early access, or not, maybe not the majority, but enough people are gonna buy it early access that like they don't need to raise it to $80. They don't. The bundles will sell so much, dude. And even, like, forget the bundles. That game is going to sell an amount of copies that, like, they don't need to artificially raise the price of video games just to fuck the whole industry up. I think what's really going to happen is there's going to be the PS6 and the Xbox Series 18 or whatever the fuck they're going to call it, the Xbox Experience, whatever the fuck they're going to call the new Xbox because they like to change the name every time for some stupid fucking reason. The Xbox Experience is going to be the next one. Honestly, dude, that should just be what it is. The Xbox, the Experience, dude. And they dropped the box. Dude, that might be what they do because they're all about fuck the Xbox and Microsoft, and the Xbox is more of a service. It's more of an experience. We don't even have exclusive games anymore because we're fucking boring, dude. Anyway, I think what's going to happen is whenever the next generation of Sony and Xbox consoles comes out, that's when they're going to be like the games are 80 or the games are 90, and that's when we're going to like really have a real discussion about like, do we want video games to be something that everyone can do, or is this going to be like a luxury rich person thing to do, and it's gonna become shitty, dude? You know what I'm saying? It's like like fast food, dude. Fast food is meant for everyone to eat, but now it's like I read something that like now it's considered luxury. Fast food is somehow fine dining now. Fine shit dining. Because it costs so much. Because people want it and are addicted to it so much. And I get it, dude. I was on that hamster wheel for a while and I finally got off, dude. I finally got to the point where like I don't eat Taco Bell at all, dude. But I was in that hamster wheel, bro. I was spending $25, $20 to $27 getting Taco Bell delivered to me like a psychopath, dude. That's crazy. $27 delivery Taco Bell is equivalent to a $90 video game. So, you know, there are people out there psychotic enough to do it, but hopefully people are sane enough to point out the psychopaths. And I was one of those psychopaths. I think games should be $60. I don't know. But then again, it's like, do I just think that because that's how much they were my whole life until recently? Maybe. I don't know. I think 70 is the limit, though. I really think 70 is the limit. I think $80, because it's already $80. Like after tax, it's already like $82 or whatever the fuck. Or 79 or 77 or it's already almost $80 after taxes for a video game on the next gen consoles. I think 80 is too far. I think it's a price too far. I think what is gonna happen is people are gonna start seeing how much it costs to make PCs that have the same specs as or better than a console, and they're all gonna just get PCs. I mean, especially with the Steam Deck, dude. I mean, I'm a guy who was thinking about getting a Switch, and it was like, hey, the Switch 2's coming out, maybe I'll get a Switch 2, and now I'm like, I'm just gonna get a Steam Deck, because it's also like, I don't like Mario games that much. I don't really give a fuck about Zelda. So if I can play Wukong on a plane, I'll fucking do that, dude. If I could play Elden Ring and Sekiro on a plane, I'm gonna get a nice PC and that'll last me for like 7-8 years, and I'm gonna get a Steam Deck. And I'm gonna say goodbye to consoles, because PC, you still buy games for $60. That's also how you know that $60 is the right price, because if PC stayed at 60, then there's someone out there, whatever that guy's name is who owns Steam, there's like, whoever sets the price on Steam is like, this feels good enough. Having said all that, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about though, so GTA might be $100 a base price. I don't think it will be. I hope it's not. Anyway, yeah, this, yeah, I don't know. If you listen to this and you not liked it, comment or don't listen. Sometimes we have 9 people listen. Sometimes we have 50. Sometimes we have 0, dude. So whatever, bro. If somebody listened, thank you. If no one listened, it was nice to say some bullshit for an hour. All right. The camera's about to go out if it's not out already. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make